What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nick, and today we're going to talk about food. Yummy, delicious food. Now, some people have reached out to me and asked me to do a video on how to start getting into a diet. What type of food should you be eating? What type of food should you be staying away from? How to even, figure out how many calories you're supposed to be taking in every day. All those are great questions. We've all had those before, especially when you're starting out trying to, get a little healthier and all that other good stuff. Those are some pretty heavy questions. So we're going to dive into it today, guys. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, let me get you set up real fast. Let me set you here real nice and sweet. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think we're there. All right. So food, both a blessing and a curse. There are some things that just taste so good, but they're not good for you. So how do you find how many calories you're supposed to be eating in a day? What are some diets you can try? What should you be eating? What should you be not eating? And how much weight should you expect to be losing while you're, dieting and going to the gym and all that other stuff? Those are all the things we're going to talk about today. So starting from the very, very top, how many calories should you be eating in a day? That's super, super simple to figure out. All you gotta do is go to my good friend Google, type in BMI calculator. It's gonna stand for body mass index calculator. Body mass index is basically just gonna tell you how much fat you got. So once you find that percentage, that's a good thing. Write it down. Even if it's really high, it doesn't matter. Just write it down. And then once you type in your height, your weight, I think it also asks if you're male or female. And then it also will ask you what your lifestyle is. For me, for a long time, I had a very sedentary lifestyle. So I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was eating way more than I should, enough for a very small village, and not working out, which is why I got fat. So once you find out what your body fat percentage is, and you also find out how many calories you're supposed to be eating, remember that number of calories that's on there is the amount of calories that you need to be eating in a day to sustain or keep you where you're at right now. So the rule of thumb for it is to minus 200 to 500 calories from that number. Once you do that, you'll then find how many calories you should be eating. I usually recommend people starting off at just minusing off 200 calories because you're probably eating a lot more calories than you're recommended anyways. So you don't want to just go straight down to 500 or dropping 500 calories right off the bat when you don't even know what it's like to legitimately eat, your regular recommended amount of calories. So with that being said, that's kind of explained. I don't want to, beat a dead horse on anything. So next is diets. There's keto, there's Jenny Craig, there's Weight Watchers, there's Atkins, there's the paleo diet. There's so many different things that you can be doing as far as diets are concerned. The reason I included this in this video is because I want to tell you to basically forget diets, because that's not what's gonna make you healthier. I promise you on everything I love, I've tried everything out there and nothing ever stuck. For me, I'll do it for a week and that's it. I'm not super consistent with it, and honestly, that's probably a big reason as to why I didn't see very much change. But at the same time, I didn't really see a reason to stick with it because I was always hungry, and I felt like either really full or really dissatisfied, and I needed something better. So you guys have heard me talk about intermittent fasting quite a bit. I love intermittent fasting. For me, intermittent fasting isn't really a diet because there's not a set eat this or eat that. It's not about that. It's really just eat whatever you kind of want or whatever you got going on and just eat it within a certain amount of hours. So if you guys don't know what intermittent fasting is or have any questions about it, go back to my my video on intermittent fasting. I answer a lot of different questions in that video. So for me, like I said, I like intermittent fasting. To me, it's not really a diet. It's more of a lifestyle, if anything, so I would say maybe start there, or maybe even just start without a diet. Just pay attention to what you're eating, maybe eat a little healthier, stuff like that. Maybe don't eat 6 meals today that are all gonna be way over your calories. Just practice some self-control. Just start to introduce, eating a little bit healthier in your life. And from there, then you can start to, start counting macros and, really get dialed in on your calories and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions about how to track your calories, just download my, I think it's called, I use my plate or MyFitnessPal, and those two are great. You don't have to pay for them, they're free. You guys can get the pro versions on there, but I don't know, I've always just used the free version. This video is not sponsored by either one of them. I just actually use them, so I figured I'd mention it. But both of those are super easy to use. You guys can plug in the types of food that you're eating, and it'll kind of, give you your calorie makeup and all that other stuff. And on there is a pretty, I think, an easy way to kind of learn about macros as well. Just kind of over time, you'll start to see, okay, this is how many carbs I'm eating, how many grams of protein, and whatever. So don't make it too hard. Just start small, start easy, start slow. You don't need to be an expert right away. Take your time, have fun with it. Like it's something to enjoy. So with that being said, what to eat and what not to eat. You guys already know what to eat and what not to eat. Don't go eat rolled tacos or a California burrito. Like, just eat your meal preps, you know what I mean? Eat your chicken, your rice, your beef, your turkey. Eat healthy foods. You guys if you guys just cut out soda and Gatorade and just drink water and eat cleaner, you guys will see a dramatic difference in your body. Without working out, without anything, you guys will see a dramatic difference. Stop drinking beer, you know what I mean? Stop drinking in general. And I'm not saying forever, but just to kind of help your body get rid of all these toxins and everything that's inside of it. So as far as what to eat and what not to eat, honestly, I'm gonna treat you guys like adults and tell you that you already know. You already know what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Nobody needs to tell you that you don't need to eat a whole pizza. And honestly, if you're gonna eat pizza and it's your cheat day or cheat meal, just have a couple slices, have 2 or whatever. That's what I've been doing, you know what I mean? When I first started, I just stopped eating so much. I stopped ordering 2 things at a restaurant or doing these random crazy things that were just keeping me overweight and making me get fatter and fatter. So let's leave that alone. The last part is, how much weight should you be expecting to be? Answer is fairly simple. The doctor is gonna always tell you that between half a pound and 2 pounds a week is ideal. That's healthy. Now keep in mind that when you're working out for the first time, you're gonna drop a lot more weight when you first start. That's why you hear people talk about plateaus, or that they have to switch up their workouts, or they got to start eating something different, or they have to switch up what they're doing, or maybe eat more, whatever it might be. You hear that stuff because after you've been doing the same thing for a while, your body kind of gets used to it. It already knows you're gonna walk into the gym, you're gonna get on the tricep, you're gonna bust out triceps. It already knows you're gonna go do this, that you're gonna do this with your legs. It already knows all that stuff. So it's already prepared, and it's no longer a challenge. So you guys really, really, really have to pay attention to those things. Pay attention to your body. You'll know what's working, what's not. You don't want to feel starved, of course, but you also don't want to be doing what you're doing right now and just stuffing your mouth and getting fuller and fuller every single day. So just all these things that I've talked about today, just take it slow. Like I said, you don't need to be an expert right away. Enjoy the process. I've said it before, Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about, just falling in love with the process rather than the final product. Because in the process, that's where you become somebody. That's where you gain a lot of different wisdom and knowledge. And I low-key just sound like Ty Lopez right there. Wisdom and knowledge. Anyways, that's where you guys are gonna gain those things from. So just take your time. You're not in a rush. It's not a race to beat somebody else. Just take your time. Alright guys, so I know I just covered a lot of different things, but hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself. If you did like today's video, please give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as my ultimate goal, as I've said a million times before, is to make sure that I'm able to reach as many people as I possibly can, and I cannot do that without your guys' help. So thank you so much for showing love and showing support. I will continue to put out the very best content that I can on a daily basis, if not every other day. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys again. So thank you so much. It's all love, guys. Bye-bye.